Hello, everyone. It's Dr. Dan. I want to go over policies that are being amended in the state of Florida. One is, for the sake of YouTube, we call it the wacky weed. And I wanted to go over some polling and get your reaction and see where you stand, the audience, on Florida Amendment 3. It's if it approved, will be going the way of Illinois, California, Colorado. So I do want to get your opinion. I went to the Ballotpedia, and which is Florida Amendment 3 Initiative 2004, and it says a yes vote supports legalizing it for adults 21 years old and older, allowing individuals to possess up to 3 ounces of marijuana or wacky weed, excuse me. A no vote opposes legalization for adults. Currently, only medical wacky weed is allowed in the state of Florida. So that is before us. And before I came on, I Googled or a a poll, and I want to get to that. All right, it says this is Reason Foundation. Florida Amendment 3 would legalize recreational wacky weed. Um, and you got to, from my understanding, you got to get it 60% to adjust the Florida Constitution. And let me see which one. On Florida politics, it says Florida posters find both recreational wacky weed and the abortion issue falling short of the 60% support. And that's from Florida politics. So, again, let me know what you think, even if you live outside the state. What's your take on it? Um, will it alleviate problems? Will it cause problems, or will it be neutral? Um, is it going farther enough? I tell you this: being in California when in the 2018, 2019, and seeing people, a lot of homeless, laying in the street with, say, cigarettes about 6 inches, 2 or 3 inches thick, just lying around. That's not productive. I'll just put it that way. So, what do you think? Is Florida going the right direction? Is it going the wrong direction? Um, by the way, to to get my PhD, I did a study on it, and it's called "Exploring the Supervisory Experiences After the Legalization of Recreational Wacko Weed in Colorado." Um, that's my dissertation, hard copy, ProQuest, and this is my soft copy. And if you're going off emotions, if you don't take this in a mature way, you can just vote yes and not worry about the consequences. But as we see in Colorado and Oregon and different ones, if you don't set up guardrails, if you don't set up some safety mechanisms for your society, because this is not a free for all. We do need laws. We do need governance. Um, I don't agree with a lot of things that has gone on and will go on. I wrote a book oof, years ago. See, can I find the date? 2012. Um, I was looking at just before I started my research on recreational marijuana. It came up in 2014. So I wrote a book on it. And this was leaning more on why we should legalize it. It's called Equitable Local Governance. Um, it covers the devastation of a police state where the no knock warrants came in. I've watched, and it has a reason. Proceeds from illegal transaction. I've seen people houses taken, their cars taken, and have they gone too far? Absolutely. So that is the type of thing we have to get involved. But if you got to do it as an adult, not as emotions. Well, this personally happened to me. This is why I'm this way. If you can tear yourself away from it, um, try to see the bigger picture. And then sometimes you got to put yourself in other people's shoes. But again, in this book, um, went over many things on the spiritual, the religious side of it. Um, There are those who want a drug-free community. There are those that want a drug-free workplace, and there are those that they see nothing wrong. They're irresponsible. They will come to work high. They will run over your foot with the forklift. So it's things like that that we have to address as we, the people, govern our communities. Um, Chapter 2, I talk about prison reform. Uh, we got too many people in prison. Um, What we don't need is a lackadaisical attitude either, where everybody just laying around doing nothing. The support system or welfare state has to be geared for those who actually um, perform for themselves and for their community. So I just wanted to get out and make contact with you as this channel grows. Want to get your feedback. Want to get um, your understanding of the situation of the problem, and let me know. Um, I want to go back to this 1 minute. I want to go over, if you will, um, some things highlighted in my dissertation to give you an idea. All right. So in the abstract, I talked about Colorado being the first to legalize recreation wacky weed. It wasn't um, the first to vote on it, but it acted first. So it went into effect. So that's what part of my study was to see, okay, what did they do? America is an experiment. All governments are experiment. Can we make this thing work? And as we see with the 22 amendments, I believe is up to, you have to adjust. The people aren't the same people who started the nation and until we are now here now. So we adjusted, and we adjusted for human rights, legal rights, different things. So in the study, again, the effects of the new public policy and how it came about. Um, Things was untried, things was untested, but they went along with it anyway, and willy nilly, and it affected people's lives. There's going to be a percentage of people that get hurt either way. Okay. You open up, people go swimming. You open up a pool. There's a percent of people, God forbid, but I mean, they're going to drown. Carelessness or accidents, different things. So what I'm saying is go with the mindset, vaccine or whatever. There is a percentage of people that's going to be hurt. But is it good for the majority of people? Is it good for the majority of society with guidelines? Um, with a system of checks and balances, not the wild wild west. So as you tune into my channel, I hope to have more guests on. Let me know in the comments what you want to see, what you want to hear. Is Amendment 3 something that you want to learn about? Is the system overall, uh, prison reform. I'm also into the youth offender and that sort of laws and policies within our state of Florida and any other state. So I'd like to hear more from you. I like to hear back from you. I just wanted to stop in and share some thoughts and let you know I'm here. Let's interact. Like I said, I love to hear more from you. All right, that's it for today. Just wanted to touch on bases with you. Like I said, uh, information is out there. What you want to know, how you want to interact. All right, thanks for stopping in.